Mic test, 1, 2, 3. Chinchay ready. Let's go, babe.
Bismillah. Yo, it's Chinchay time, the boys from the Lion City, rapping down in Melbourne. We keep it real, we keep it raw, no filter, tech the topics. Chinchay, where the hustle meets the
Lion
chill.
City
Singapura
pride,
sampai Melbourne,
let's
kita
go.
goyang, cerita hidup budaya. Tak ada drama, semua ikhlas, from the city streets to the island breeze. Kita ride Chinchay, all real, no lies. This ain't your average podcast, this is Chinchay, Melbourne vibes, Lion City pride. Kita punya channel, let's ride. Chinchay style, akan layu hilang di dunia selagi berpegang teguh kepada agama Islam. Berani bright style like a summer beat top. Robin Chico summer she be hella T-top. Melbourne vibes, Lion City pride. Kita punya channel, let's ride. Chinchay style. Oh, the city's top.
Abang Jai, let's go.
We keep it real, we keep it raw of everyday life. Don't feel Chinchay, where the hustle meets the chill. Georgia, Dory, Singapura, sampai Melbourne kita gegar. Cerita hidup budaya, tidak ada bis, semua lepas. Tak ada drama, tak ada pura-pura. Real talk je, Chinchay, kita orang santai je. This ain't your average podcast, this is Chinchay. Dua budaya, satu vibe, kita punya style, kita punya cara. Let's go Chinchay lah, let's go Chinchay lah. Chinchay lah.
Enjoy, boys. This is for you. One for the culture.
And welcome back to another Chinchay podcast session number 3. Welcome back.
Welcome back, everyone.
Oh, yo. Okay, very interesting topics. And yes, the power of social media has changed and evolved again and again and again. There's no benchmark to it, that's for sure. And then I would say that it has become a tool, a very, very powerful tool since then, again, and the future.
Betul?
Betul?
Yep.
Okay, now, there's a lot of things trending, trending from across the world. There's so many, but let's go down to our demographics first, and then we move on from there. Okay, so recently ada banyak debate about, okay, especially from Singapore, as much as I do not want to touch this topic, but it has become a very key interest to many, and I believe many people have, or many podcasts have already given their POV on it, and then like I said again, it's kind of touchy, orang kata apa, topics, especially when it comes to the recent one from a renowned lawyer as well. Let's make it short and segue, because I do not want to dwell on it. So what actually happened? People want to know, and then we can bring it to the international platform, where moving forward, I think it will open up a different perspective. Let's go.
So, based on the news that was published on 7 November.
Yep.
Yeah. So, I tried to translate in English for the benefit of our English listeners.
Please go
Yeah.
ahead. Yep.
So, this is from that lawyer who rented his unhappiness.
What lawyer is this person?
He's a divorce lawyer.
A divorce lawyer.
Divorce
So
lawyer.
I think civil marriage.
Civil
lawyer,
marriage.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, this is what he said. I quote. Ladies, I don't understand. If you don't study with a high qualification, if you study with a high qualifications like masters, PhD, yeah, and then you know that you really will have good salary lah,
Okay.
yeah, and then and you can also take good care of your parents.
Okay.
Then he say, why do you still want to marry someone who only has O levels,
Okay.
or worse, even ITE?
Okay.
And this statement he said, of course he said aku tak faham, I don't understand why you do like that.
Okay. I'll
Yeah.
pause you there. Now, in
And
the
then-
context for the rest of the world to know, in Singapore, O levels is
Secondary.
Is your secondary requirement or certification to pass in order to move on to the next stage of education.
Yep.
And then ITE is more of a skill based,
Like TAFE,
Like TAFE.
Ah,
Okay. Get it.
So he say he doesn't understand, and then he say, are you ladies too desperate to have that title as wife?
Okay.
Wow, that was like a wow. You know?
Okay.
And then if you had a good education, then of course you will understand and will not forget how much efforts you have put in
Right.
to obtain the education.
Right.
You see,
Okay.
and so on and so forth, like the hard work, the discipline, You know, but there's lots of it, but this is the gist of the story lah.
Okay, so that's your translation lah.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think of it then?
I think for me, I think from my point of view, he's renting because he has done so many divorce cases tau. And there are cases where you know that you will not even get a cent of monetary lah from your ex-husband.
Okay.
You know, but you are still trying to push for it. You know, the ex-wife is still trying to push for it. You know, say why he cannot pay me. So again, reading between the line, I don't think he has any ill intention.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
But again, you know, it's the way he put it in words that causes people to start to say that, why as someone as civilized as you know, can come up with this kind of statement. You know, are you saying that people with low education cannot support the family?
Okay. Now, okay. So that's your point of view, ah. Okay. So mine will be a three-way view. Okay. The first view, a man of his status, I wouldn't think he would be that careless to release that statement unless he's trying to make a point or make a post. Social media, I told you again, right? So that's probably one of it. Then the second thing I was looking at is that probably he has reached to a point of his threshold limit of understanding what's been happening since he's been doing a lot of these cases.
Yeah.
Okay, and then probably he wants to see what's the response from the public. You know, if he were to post that way, so it creates traction. It creates traction, and then you know, knowing him, he has not been in the media scene for quite some time. He was in the media scene before. So probably is one way to get in,
get his foot in again.
Gotta get the traction going. So you know, if you look at it carefully from that perspective, it does make sense. Okay, and then the third one, going to that manner, I think I did reply to an editorial on Instagram, which is Plan B, in regards to there shouldn't be an issue. Why you say an issue? I'm not even a graduate as well. So Alhamdulillah, I'm still doing what I'm doing right now, you know. So aku rasa it's just a post traction, and then you see a lot of those feedbacks. You see, this is what you want, you know, something to go viral for no reason. But in sense, it's nothing new. I think it boils down to the perspective. Like I said again, depending on your demographic, the Aussies wouldn't think that way. We Aussies think differently. Yeah.
I mean, we have been saying, you know, that you're willing to learn, you can survive.
Correct. And then in terms of education wise, like I said again, it does not matter whether you are white collar or blue collar. It's how much you bring on the table.
Correct.
Bring the money on the table, right? Cara halal ke, cara tak halal ke. So it boils down to many definitions. You know?
Correct.
But so that's my point of view, is that maybe this is just an awareness that he wants to do, you see. And then I think there's a lot of divorce cases that's happened in that manner, where I would tell you that okay, if that's the direction whatever is happening, maybe he wants to highlight it to us. Hey guys, this is what's actually happening. Okay, but then how do you move forward from there? There's the next step. Because you bring out the problem, you must come up with a solution.
Correct.
No point bringing out something but you have nothing to solve. You know.
But that's human. Always got problem but don't know what's the solution.
No, they know the solution but they want to get a third or fourth opinion. But the third or fourth opinion will be based on their own biasness. You see, so that's the reason why every time, you know what, this is something that you can solve on your own. Why do you need to do this shit? You know, to me, like I said, is depending on your growing up. It depends on how you want to approach things in life. Again, you know. So you know, humans will never be happy. You know, they will never feel like it is enough.
Never is enough. Macam not in the dictionary.
For sure.
So for me, the things that even if you have good education, doesn't mean that you will be a happy family.
True.
You see, because it all boils down to individual habits and trails.
Okay.
On developing
Trails.
Sorry,
Trails.
pardon my English, man.
You spell the trails for me, please.
TRAITS. TRAITS.
Traits.
Traits.
Traits.
Okay, listeners, please correct us.
No, correct you. Traits.
So,
Apa?
so traits. You see? So the thing is that it boils down to individual punya habits and traits lah.
Yes.
To to have that happy family.
Correct.
You see, I have friends who are don't even have education, brother.
Successful.
But they are successful.
Correct.
Happy family.
Correct.
Married for 30 years.
Okay. There's a lot of people like to do comparison comparison against those big tech companies guys macam siapa Steve Jobs. They were talking about this guy was working from the garage. Remember back in the days, you know, before Apple or Macintosh happens. So aside from doing that as inspiration or a motivation, but it's not a direction. You see, you have to pick your own direction where you pick at your own pace.
Correct.
Kan, you know, you do at your own pace.
Betul.
You know, you pick it lah. You know, you have to just to think. You know, what can I do in life? You know, how can I bring money to the table? What do I have? Is my physical attributes is there? You can do I have the strength to do a labor job? You see. Or do I have the mental capability of IT specialist? You know, am I fast enough? Do I understand coding? Do I understand? So there is a lot of things, you know, that you know you have to ask yourself, what do you want to do in life?
Correct. Again, you know, to really have a happy marriage, it all boils down to your habits. Yeah,
Okay.
your mindset, your behavior.
Okay.
Take me for example. Yeah, you know, aku ni panas badan sebenarnya. My short circuit is very fast one.
Okay.
Those were the days actually. So, I think now still a bit lah kan. But and it really affected my previous marriage
Okay.
because I tend to react to things very fast.
Okay.
So what does that mean? So what? I have a good education. I'm a diploma holder. Diploma holder sih. Yeah. So what? Diploma holder. So what does diploma holder shows you?
So
So it's behavior. You see, this is a behavior that can also bring down a marriage.
correct. So I think in that statement by Cik Marikan is definitely wrong. It's not based on education. I think it's based on the mentality. Correct. Solely mentality.
Yeah, correct.
You can be highly educated, but if you don't have the ethics, you will not make it there.
Yeah.
You won't be up to that level lah, you know.
Perkahwinan ni it takes two to clap lah, bro. Betul tak?
Yeah, true.
You have to compromise, you have to understand lah. Kena tolak angso lah, betul tak?
Yeah.
Kena pancing apa hulu tarik apa.
Okay, huruf talik. Yeah.
You see. So but then the thing is that again, you know, like even when in Australia you see people like my colleagues, some of them working there, dorang tak ada education no. You see. But because they learn the traits over the years.
Okay.
And some of them are even promoted to team leader, operation supervisors.
Okay.
You see, and you know they are able to support their family, kan? So you know back to that same thing again. Education doesn't play a part lah.
True. So we tarik balik from the first topic lah. I mean the first episode that we were talking about education. Is education important or not?
What do you think?
Yes, it is important.
Yes, I agree with you too. Betul.
Why?
Because you see, with education, it helps you in your career path.
Aside from that,
Betul. And it also helps to develop your mindset,
correct.
your mentality.
Correct.
Betul. Like people who are you know taking masters ke apa ke, you know, it takes a lot of energy and this mental strength tau,
Correct.
to persevere what you are doing.
Persevere.
Persevere, yes, persevere.
Yeah. So yes, education to me, in my opinion, is very important. I'm a late bloomer. I can say that again. And then I just realized that, man, it's not late in life, to be honest. Some people may study early. Okay, this is my point of view. Some people may take their diploma or degree or masters as early as in their 19s or in their 20s. Okay, but in terms of that experience, Okay, they don't have it there because it's all based on text. Okay, based on text, based on research, whatever they've been looking for. But for me to come in at this age to do that, I think that is the best. The best approach. Why I say that is because you went through life for the first 20 years, okay, with no education, but suddenly you come in, you're able to fill up the blanks in the questionnaire. You can do your literature, you can do your narratives in the way that, based on your life experience and journey. And then it goes against to whatever they want. They ask that question: can you do a narrative about this sector or this? What do we think of this? And then, which is actually, hey man, this is up my alley, And then I was like, hey, not bad. It's quite easy, but it's just how to put it onto words.
Correct. Because you dah ada work experience. Kan?
Correct.
And then when you upgrade yourself, it makes it easier for you to regurgitate back whatever you have done in your work life.
Correct. I think it will benefit a lot of people, and many people say, malas lah, and all that. I would always emphasize, you guys, try it, man. Go for it. It's not like if you get a classroom setting, 100% it will be great. But if you're doing an online setting, there has been a lot of like Zoom classes and all that, which is fantastic, which I'm on right now. And then I would say that it will definitely help you think and then prepare you for the next step, because all the information have been updated. It's not something old, but it's only something new. And then it will help you, this is what is actually happening. So what has the studies been shown on how you're going to counter it? What is the best solution for it? What's the conclusion? What is the cause of this analysis that you guys are doing? Which is actually fantastic. That's why when I was sitting down and thinking about it, actually betul lah. And then you get to meet people of all ages, of all races, from a different demographic, and then they get to share their experience from their point of view. Macam aku banyak orang tua-tua, and then a lot of them ada kebanyakan from Middle East and all that. So aku duduk, I'm trying to assess what are they thinking, and then budak dari India, semua aku duduk, just sit down and think, what are you guys thinking actually? So when I was listening to their stories, and then when they were sharing it, then I say, okay, so you come from this background, from that industry, and then you bring into this experience. So then I start to question them, why do you do this? Why do you do this scenario, and why do you take this action? So when they're explaining to me, I was just macam ni lah, macam kagum lah, macam right. So you face in this scenario of, for example, racism. Okay, that's one of the hot topic that people always talk. Then they were not given opportunities, and then they had to take this manner and that manner just to prove a point. But in saying that as well, it helps them to build up their character. It helps to build them their orang kata apa, resistance. Okay.
Correct.
Now, talking about racism is true that it does happen everywhere, anywhere, right? It's either you coming from even though you're born here, or you're born there, anywhere, because the difference people always look is, you look different, but
judgmental,
and then
judgmental.
You sound different in a way. But what do you bring to the table? That's the end of the day, and
correct.
So, like for example, when I was in the class, everybody thought I was like just normal, typical Asian guy who is just I don't understand his English. I just get quiet throughout the session, and then after that, once the ball starts to run, and then when I start to speak and explain myself, who am I and everything, orang terus macam wow. And then when I was listening to the class, it's not saying I'm good or what. I'm not even closer. But in terms of understanding how they approach in life, and then how they approach the topics and the session, I always give them from another angle. I don't like to go through the streamline same angle, because if I were to go to the same angle, what will we learn? Nothing. It's just a template over and over again, right? So aku dengar dorang explanation, the way that they structure their sentences and stuff. Why do you want to speak this way? Now you're taking a level where you are becoming a CEO, or you're becoming someone or leadership, a leaders in the industry. Wouldn't your approach be more formal, and you cannot use those you can produce empathy, but you cannot produce orang kata apa a biasness. You see? So it's like you have to approach from this angle. So bila dorang tanya aku punya perspektif, so I told them, look, you have to put yourself in the shoe, directly in the shoe, because you're talking from the people on the bottom. Now you're talking from the top down.
Yep.
You see how you going to how to say, cascade it down in a way. So yeah, I think at the end of the day, it depends on ni lah. I think it depends on individual. Yeah.
So it all boils down that education actually brings you up to another level lah.
Correct.
You know, it allows you to develop as a person, as well as opening up your mindset to other things.
Correct.
And talking about racism, that kind of stuff is that kalau kita selalu campur dengan kita punya kaum sendiri people who are of the same culture, same background, and then you will think that the other side of the world is not good lah. You're better than them. That kind of mentality. Mentality lah. You see, so being when you want to upgrade yourself, like yourself, you go and further your studies. You mix around with people from other cultures,
correct,
from other background. Then you learn better.
You will open up to a different,
correct,
different mentality.
But like that day when I there was this news on Sunrise, kan they were talking, this African guy, he was whinging lah, yang dia tak ada kerja, tak ada apa semua. Then there was this Karen came in, say, because of you people taking my job, that's why I got no job. That's like, and then that Karen got bombarded.
That's why diorang punya mentality is different. This particular demography of people, I would say, diorang have this assumption and authority that it is for them. You see? Nothing wrong. Nothing wrong, kan?
Correct.
You want to think that way, But what they have forgotten, times have changed.
Yes.
When I say time has changed, it comes with a price, which is how fast you are, and then how well structured you want to be. And then orang always say this thing, it's not about about what you know, but it's about who you know. Do you think that statement will be true?
Yeah.
Do you think you can support that statement?
Yeah.
I would say I will break that statement. To be honest, because that thing has been there for so long, to a point where someone got to break that sentence. Orang cakap kan. It's enough. Yeah. It's enough. I think I find it that it will change over time. It has been going on for a donkey years. It's about who you know and not what you know. Yeah, exactly. So if you were to have a chance to break that culture, man, it will level up the playing field, in my opinion. You see, when you break up that sentence, you will level up the playing field to a point where, you know what, any Tom, Dick and Harry with a proper qualification and experience will get a fair chance.
Yeah.
You see,
it's just that some people will not be happy lah, like what you say lah.
That's what
because
you can never get everyone happy.
If you don't put in effort for yourself, then when another person comes in with better qualifications, with better work experience,
of course,
then the company will, of course, look into their punya possibility lah. Kan? You see, but then the things that you get all these things going on, education lah, racism lah, it's a never ending story lah.
Never ending.
It's a ongoing stuff lah.
100%, I agree lah. So that's why when I say again, these type of things, don't dwell on it too much.
Yep.
If you have the opportunity, take it. Don't waste it, and then you see a better life ahead lah.
Jangan putus asa.
Correct. But I think at the end of the day is in conclusion from the first session, I would say when we were talking about moving to Australia, whether is it a good move or not, I would say 100% yes. In my own opinion, that has never changed since I became a citizen here, and then it has, like I said, it has never changed to any other direction, because the opportunity is given and presented itself. It has been a great journey, and then moving forward, I'm looking for more as well. Like I said, the state or the continent is very big, and
it's
then
too vast,
it's very vast, and then there is 100% a lot of opportunities. I know. What about yourself from the conclusion from the first episode?
I think important is that before you move here, always remember do your research. understand what you want, what is your end goal, what you want to do. Even if you fall, you have to get up, move on. Okay, don't worry about all these failures.
Okay.
Kan? Gagal is part of it.
Okay.
Alright?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So conclusion from episode 2 in regards to the ban for under 16. Yes, I agree. And then I think they need to, although it's a bit complex, but I think they have to be, they have to clarify along the way. Moving forward, they have to clarify on what is the ban all about. I mean, what is the specifics?
The specifics is still not there lah. Specifics are still not there.
Correct, 100%. Okay, then on the third podcast itself, we were talking about this
Education,
podcast, education, right? How important it is. Yes, I would say that it is important if you have the opportunity to do it financially and mentally. All right. Once you have, I believe, when you have these two things in check and in balance, go for it. Okay, go for it. Dia free ke, kena bayar sikit ke, if you have anything that that will definitely benefit you anywhere in the world, go for it, because the reason why is it is a passport. It is a passport of its own to validate your current experience. That's about it. Yep. Yeah, man.
All right.
So anything else you want to say to the listeners?
So anyway, thank you for your time. Right. Please continue to support, share, like, send us your DMs, any comments on our Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and as well as Spotify. Please support us. Yeah.
Like and share, and then don't forget to press the 5 stars on our Spotify. Thank you so much for your support. And then upcoming next year, we are definitely chasing for the best emerging podcast here in Australia. Brought to you by iHeartRadios. And then let's go for it. And then inshallah, let's say we'll come back again. Aku dah tak kata lah. Aku pun dah lost.
Was good. Yep.
Okay. Alright guys. Thank you so much. Alright, jumpa lagi di lain kesempatan. Okay.
InsyaAllah.
Yo, thank you so much. From Melbourne to the world, we're saying goodbye. Catch you next time, no need to ask why. Terima kasih, jumpa lagi. Kita chill saja, aku belum heboh lagi. Ini each time, freestyle santai. Jumpa di episode seterusnya, nanti kita sampai. Jumpa lagi. Jumpa lagi, 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 jumpa lagi.